At this point?
Yeah.
At this point, we're just gonna need a cigarette lit. Nice. Lit.
No, you need 0.5 amps to light. What is it?
You need at least 0.5 amps to light the cigarette.
With the USB?
Yeah, give me a second. Just
turn on your juice. I might be able to see it.
Explain to me how that works.
right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
At this point?
Yes, at this point. How does a Bluetooth light a cigarette? A USB.
At this point, a USB has to light itself.
That doesn't tell me much.
Nope.
Can you explain a little more?
Nope.
Why not?
I'm gonna need a USB.
You need a USB?
Yep.
What, 0.5 amps or what?
It already fucking either burned it out or 1 amp's different. It already made a difference.
Is a cigarette not 0.5 amps, or does it need to be, or what?
It has to be at least 0.5 amps for it to make a spark. From a spark, then you can have a lit amp. From a lit amp, then you can start having amplifiers. From an amplifiers, then you can start having a 0.5 amperage, depending on whatever bottle you want from, whether it's this bottle, or this bottle, or this bottle. You can have whatever amperage it wants.
Can it be a cup?
But what it has to qualify as a qualified amp. So, this cup can be qualified as an amp. The difference that it needs to be is a differage amp has to be qualified with the bottle that is associated with.
Some tricky words.
Okay, yeah. So basically, tricky wordage has to go with the clipperage of amberage.
Okay.
So if you can get that bottle at 0.5 amps,
At least.
it'll light the cigarette at 0.5 amps.
Exactly.
I think we got it.
Okay.
But you still need a lighter?
Yeah.
Why do you still need a lighter if
Because
this?
my fucking thumb hurts like a bitch.
That's why you need a lighter?
Yeah, I don't care what lights it. I don't care what
As long as it's a lighter.
gets it lit. I don't care.
As long as it's a
As
lighter.
long as it's a lighter. As long as it lit.
But if you have the USB putting out 0.5 amps, well, why do you still need a lighter from 0.5 amps?
Because 0.5 amps differentiates the difference between a point solid amp and a differentiated between a. So I'm trying to look at this.
You should open your eyes and look at it. You feel okay?
I feel drunk, but
He's just
I still
thinking.
want to talk about it. Like,
You got a little battery.
damn.
So
Why
what?
does your thumb hurt?
At this point, my phone fucking hurt point. Cause like I've been flicking it so many times.
But if you have a lighter, why do you still need 0.5 for the USB?
Because a USB amp doesn't provide the amount of voltage that an amperage for a preferred amperage provides. Like, I don't know how else to provide it. Like, it doesn't point the point at which it provides. It provides a pointage amperage.
So you need both.
So if you have
You
a lighter,
can't use either or. You have to have both.
so if you have a lighter, you have to have the USB port, and if you have a USB port, you have to have a lighter.
Not exactly. You have to have a lighter to at least achieve a amperage approved for the VLC. As approved,
What is a VLC?
a
So many
VLC
different aspects. I can't follow them all. Right.
I'm gonna punch you in the nuts. You know what I'm talking about, but you're going to make me like show through all this just so I don't punch you in the nuts. That's great. Okay.
So the VLC is what?
Is it Video Latitude Collective?
I want to punch you in the nuts. You know that's not what it's for.
I don't know what it is.
Okay. A video. God damn it.
I don't think that's what it means.
It does. But I like really hate to repeat it because it's such a pain in the ass. Alright.
It's 3 acronyms. Or it's
Yeah.
1 acronym out of 3 letters.
I know. Okay. So,
VLC.
I get that. Think
Yeah,
so.
and what is VLC? He doesn't know what VLC stands for.
He doesn't?
No.
No, I don't.
Okay. VLC stands for Video Language Transition.
That would be VLT, right?
Huh? It doesn't really matter. For the most part, as long as he's getting some kind of a compute. Like, as long as he's getting something that computes with a letter, I don't fucking care. Like, at this point, like, I don't care. He can throw every one of these fucking bottles.
No.
He can throw them. I don't care how far. The point is, I care about as which they receive me. Okay?
Now I'm getting
So,
it. No,
Hey, don't do that.
Okay.
okay, that video point,
Okay.
and at that video point,
Okay.
okay, at which they should receive. Okay, so their receiving point should be this small,
Okay.
as opposed to their receiving point, which should be American honey.
Let me see.
Hello, sweet.
Okay.
Okay, American honey should be the receiving point.
Yes.
Okay, so at
Right
point
here?
which the honey should be received, then they should pass it on to the receiving point.
So the honey needs to move to there?
Yeah, because we're fucking drunk. So that is which the point of receiving should be
Established, right?
Thank you.
Okay.
You're so good.
You're smart.
Receiving Dos Equis. 2.
Darren.
Thanks. Okay. 1. as which received Dos Equis.
I think he's
Okay.
a little bit more calm than you are. So.
2 Dos Equis. 2, as in 2,
Me?
Smoke that.
as in dose, as in I'm about to smoke 2 Dos
And
Equis.
Dos is French.
Dos is Mexican. So,
Spanish of love, right?
dos, as in 2
Bottles.
Dokus.
Dokekis.
Sekis.
Okay.
Darren has 2 of the 1 beers that you
Have to
want.
Okay.
So this one of the 2 beers that you want must be received through him
From the honey.
from the honey.
Okay.
Consecutive.
Lee?
Consecutively, yes. Yeah.
We got
This-
it now.
This
making more
this
sense.
one cigarette that I want, this one that has this like little fucking bait shit. I don't even know what to consider that.
But
Okay,
it's not dose because it came through the honey.
okay. This non-dose
Don't do that.
Sekis.
Don't
Okay,
do that.
this one that I have a retarded nail for. Account for a non-retarded cell count. 4 Marlboro
Lights.
Thank you. Okay, for the Marble Lights.
And that's it?
Yeah,
That's how you do it all?
that's practically it. Like, that's the amount of surgery that requires for this account. Yes.
And do you have to go to school for it?
No. You have no schooling for the accountability of this cigarette, you ass munch.
For the amperage that's
Yeah, for the allowance of amperage that's legal for this amount of amperage, you dick shunt.
to pass through the honey?
Yeah, for the honey to pass through that bottle. God fucking Christ.
And that's gonna light your cigarette.
Yeah, I feel like I just like licked my cigarette 10 times in the amount of times that.
But as long as all that passes through the honey, it's gonna light your cigarette.
So if everything happens just like you said, the
it
cigarette will
should,
become
yeah,
lit.
yeah, it should pretty much last.
But no, not
This
last.
lighter.
But it's gonna light your cigarette, and you'll be
As
good to
long
go.
as it's Marlboro Lights, right?
I'm gonna put you in it, Bryce.
I'm over here.
Yeah, I understand where you're
Here,
at.
light it with this light. It's got a USB on it.
Hey,
Here, you gonna light it with it or not? Brady,
what?
you gonna light it with it?
Shut! I'm lighting it.
You gotta put it in your mouth, stupid.
Silence!
You can't-
Silence!
You can't light the filter.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Light me.
Well, put it in your mouth and light it.
I'll put you in my mouth.
I bet you would, fag.